Do you ever feel like your days just blur together? You wake up, do what needs to be done, and suddenly it's night again. You're alive but not really living. Something inside you whispers that life shouldn't feel like a loop, but you can't quite remember how to step out of it. Stay with me because this might be the reminder your soul's been waiting for. You start to realize that time doesn't ask for your permission to pass. It just moves, indifferent, steady, silent. And while you wait for something to finally change, life keeps slipping through the cracks of your routine. It's strange, isn't it? How we can be surrounded by life and still feel absent from it. You wake up every morning but your soul stays asleep. You answer messages, go to work, meet people, but it's like watching yourself from the outside performing the role of you. And even when things go well, there's still that quiet emptiness inside. The kind that no achievement seems to fill. Maybe it's because you started living for what needs to be done, not for what makes you feel alive. You rush through moments that were never meant to be rushed. Breakfast, a hug, the silence between songs. You stopped listening to the softness of things, the quiet details that remind you that you're human. And I know, sometimes it's not about not wanting to live, it's about not knowing how anymore. Because somewhere between responsibilities and expectations, you lost the rhythm that once made you feel connected. You became good at pretending you're okay, at smiling when you're exhausted, at calling exhaustion maturity. But that's not who you really are. There's still a part of you that remembers what it feels like to be alive, to laugh until your stomach hurts, to dream without fear, to wake up excited just because it's a new day. That part of you didn't die. She's just been waiting for you to look her way again. And maybe that's what this moment is. Not a crisis, but a quiet invitation. An invitation to return. To yourself. To the life that's been waiting patiently behind the noise. Because even when you forget how to live, life never forgets how to find you. And as you begin to live again, something subtle but profound happens. The weight you've been carrying starts to loosen. Not because life suddenly becomes lighter, but because you finally stop fighting the flow of it. You start to understand that living isn't about control, it's about presence. It's not about knowing what comes next, it's about being fully here for what's already unfolding. You realize that the beauty of existence was never in the grand gestures, but in the quiet courage it takes to keep showing up, even when you don't have all the answers. When you walk outside and actually feel the air brushing your skin, when you look at someone and really see them, when you let yourself laugh without overthinking what comes after, that's life touching you back. It's not about chasing a version of yourself that feels more ready. It's about meeting who you are right now, imperfect, tired, healing, and saying you're enough to begin again. Because the truth is, life doesn't need a perfect you to start flowing. It only needs your willingness. And that willingness grows the moment you stop postponing your joy until you deserve it. You were not born to simply watch time pass through screens, tasks, and endless lists. You were born to feel. To taste mornings that remind you you're alive. To lose track of time doing something that makes your soul expand. To hold someone's hand and know that connection is still real. To cry when something moves you without apologizing for being human. That's what living looks like. Not a flawless routine, but a heart that remembers to stay open. Even after disappointment. Even after fear. Because life isn't asking for your perfection. It's asking for your presence. For you to show up, exactly as you are, and allow yourself to belong to this moment. And maybe that's the quiet miracle we spend our whole lives searching for. Realizing that you don't need a new beginning to start over. You just need to wake up, not from sleep but from distraction. And once you do, you'll see that life was never far away. It was always here, gently waiting for you to notice it again. And when that day comes, when you finally look back, you'll see that all the moments you thought were meaningless were actually shaping you. Every pause, every delay, every quiet season that felt like nothing was happening, they were all invitations. Not to give up, but to wake up. Because life was never testing your strength. It was teaching you how to see. You'll realize that being alive was never about achieving more, but about feeling more. That the point was never to rush toward the future, but to notice the heartbeat inside the present. You'll understand that the version of you who kept waiting for the right time, the right person, the right sign, was already standing in the middle of everything she'd been asking for. She just hadn't looked up yet. And that's when it clicks. Living doesn't require a grand transformation. It starts in quiet decisions. Choosing to be kind even when you're tired. Choosing to be honest with yourself. Choosing to breathe before reacting. Choosing to stay when it would be easier to escape. Those small, invisible choices become the foundation of a life that feels yours. So take this moment and honor it. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. You're here, alive, learning, evolving. This chapter might not look like what you imagined, but maybe it's exactly where you were meant to arrive. You're not late. You're not lost. You're becoming, slowly, beautifully, the kind of person who doesn't just pass through life but lives it with both hands open. And that's the quiet revolution no one talks about. When you stop surviving your days and start belonging to them. You don't need a new life. You just need to return to the one that's been waiting for you. And if this message touched something inside you, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Awaken to Bloom, a place where your growth begins one honest moment at a time. Thank you for being here. See you in the next video.